Previously on Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Hey Homo sapiens and Marbites. Maybe we should just start with Marbites and not Homo sapiens anymore. Hey Marbites, it's me Rogue Marby Scott and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back any new watchers or subscribing Homo sapiens. Today I am going to be doing another Buffy look, modernized look for a character, one of my favorite characters in the series, and today I am going to be doing Willow. Reason why I'm doing Willow is because I feel like Willow's transition from being meek and shy and she just became like so sure of herself later on in the series and on into the comics as well. Comics as well. I just loved her character development, and I also kind of like feel like I know who she is because I feel a little bit like that myself. I mean, I've never actually been a shy person. I've always been outspoken and just crazy, maybe like Faith. But I just loved how she became very sure about herself later on in the series, and specifically I loved season 3, but I loved everything else. And I've seen some of, well, I've been on Google just to see what Cosplay Willow looks like, and whatever I have seen of Cosplay Willow is always the vampire alternate version of her, where, you know, they go into dimensions and stuff, and
it's complicated.
basically I don't have the money to be buying that suit, and I feel like, let's see the real Willow. I want to see Willow.
Try not to kill people.
Okay, so today I am doing Willow from the Buffyverse. So to start off with this look, I am going to spritz my face with some setting spray or whatever. Well, it is setting spray, but I just want to moisturize my face again, just so that I can put some oil on top of that. So I'm going in with my gold elixir from Revolution, and it has gold reflexes in it, or gold flakes or whatever. So I'm just gonna put like 3 drops onto my palm, rub that in, and reason why I'm doing this is because I feel like I want that whole dewy look today. I want to look as young as I can look. And then I'm gonna go on to my foundation. So today, foundation of choice is the same foundation that I used in the Spike video. So it is the Morphe Fluidity formula in 490. I kind of want all of my looks to look similar to each other, the skin to look similar, and so therefore I'm just doing that, yeah. So I'm just gonna go in with that now, and I'm just going to blend that into my skin. Now I'm gonna go over my lips as well, just because I'm gonna try and do something very interesting with my lips later on. Now Willow is one of those characters in the show where she looks younger than everyone that's her age, so I'm just going to put some concealer here and then do it in a triangular but curved triangular motion, because I want to highlight underneath my eyes, and I also want to make it look younger than what I am. And I'm using the concealer from Jolly Beauty, and I just kind of want to diminish any sort of darkness first, because later on we are going to create some darkness. I'm just going to put that all over my lid as well. This concealer is very lightweight, I love it, but the coverage is just sublime. I'm using the foundation side as well, just to blend everything in around the edges, and that is looking great. Now I might be going in a bit too light right now, but hopefully it's going to work. So I'm just going in with shade 19 from the Jolly Beauty concealers, and I'm putting it right where my bag is and just where the cheek is, I suppose, and I'm just going to do that and right there. I want all of this to just look neat and young. I'm just going around the edges first. We want to brighten this section. I'll just put some concealer here, and I'm going to work around the edges first, and then tap it in the middle, and then continue to work around the edges. So I'm going to contour. So today I'm going to contour in a way where I'm going from my temple and then I'm going to work it up and round. So I want to kind of emulate that I've got nice full cheeks just like Willow does, because I feel like Willow has baby fat, and not baby, that might sound wrong, but you know, she's very plump around here, like, you know, those cute little hamster cheeks.
Oh, you love me?
So I'm gonna kind of, as I'm smiling, I'm gonna kind of round off so that when I do put blush onto it afterwards, I'm going to have like a more youthful cheek rather than a sculpted. I am primed and I live a tragic life like Buffy. So going in with the concealer from Jolly Beauty, it's the shade 20. I think it's one of the, oh, pardon me. I think it's one of the darker shades. So as my, I'm gonna start here and then round it off like that. So can you see the difference where this cheek looks a little bit higher than this one, just because I've just rounded off? And then I'm going to go on with some powder just to make it a little bit more contoury. I am creating like a moustache of setting powder. I'm going to do my nose because I want my nose to appear thin and then bulbous at the tip. I mean, my tip is already bulbous, but we're going to make it even more bulbous. So I'm going to place some here, and then here, and then at the tops. I'm doing underneath my nose just because I want it to bring it up a little bit. Just gonna go in with this and take off excess and blend at the same time. And then I feel like I'm gonna go in with my highlighting powder to do underneath my eyes and just lighten up this part of my face just to make it a little bit more. So starting with the edges of my nose, I'm gonna do this and then pack. This is my face for now. I'm just going to leave that on for a couple of minutes just because I'm itchy. I think I got bit. Not by a vampire. I'm just going to leave that on for a couple of minutes and then I'm going to brush it off, and then I'm going to go on to using some blusher. Now I think I want to blush my face first, then I'll put on some freckles after, because I want this Willow to have freckles. I'm not even too sure if Alison has freckles, but I want her to have freckles in my look, in my vision for her. So I'm going to do freckles, but first I am going to do my brows. So I'm going to be using the Brow King palette, and I have already kind of mixed a shade that I feel like might go with the wig and go with the look. And I'm gonna curve my brows round. I also kind of feel like if Willow was in the year 2000, her eyebrows would be kind of thick, untamed, and not plucked. Like, yeah, she wasn't really one to be caring about her looks in the beginning of the series, And I feel like throughout the series, she didn't really care about her looks anyway. She just kind of went on with life and learnt new fashions from Buffy. So that's all I'm going to do with my brows now. I'm going to brush them a little bit with a spoolie. So I'm going to go in with some Player from the Vivacious palette, and I'm just going to place some hair in the outer corner and in the inner corner also. I don't want it to be too pigmented. I just want to brighten up the eye a little bit. Like too much eyeshadow is not a Willow look. So I've done that, and now I'm going to go in with Flare as a little topper in the middle and do windscreen wiping motions just to bring life into the look. Okay, so going in with blush, I'm going in with Feeling Peachy with the number 6 ethereal brush from Jolie Beauty. Tap 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 into the pan, as you can see, pigmented, so get some of that off and place it here. And I'm going onto the contour as well as going into my temple area. And I just want that to kind of, look at that. I know that's heavy, but the brush is going to do all of the work for me. I feel like that's just brought my cheeks some attention to my cheeks. I want to put some highlighter on, but I'm not feeling highlighter for the Willow look. Willow is quite pale and kind of English rosy, so youthful, but I don't want to put too much highlighter on if I do put highlighter on. So let me just spritz my face, see how that looks once this is set with some setting spray. I am going to use my sponge to blend that in a little bit more. So now I'm going to do some freckles, and freckles have always fascinated me, and although I don't remember if Willow has freckles, I want my Willow to have freckles. So I'm just going to go over where I've got texture and I know I have freckles, and just place 2 shades of concealer and foundation over my face. I'm mixing and blending the shades, and I'm also using lighter shades as well as the darker shade to do so. Fun fact, my mum has freckles, and I've probably said this like 100 times. So I've got my freckles on one side, and I'm just gonna tap those in. I'm not swiping, I'm just tapping. That's blended in quite a bit. And then we want darker freckles as well, so I'm going in with the darkest shade that I've got here in my mix. There. And then I'm just gonna place some darker, I'm gonna say spots, but I meant freckles. Freckles in place, and then I'm just gonna go over them lightly with my sponge. I'm now going to do the rest of my eyes. So going into my Nip and Fab palette, I am going to go and create some bags. So I'm just going to start here, like so. And this looks crazy in person. And then I'm just going to blend that, just so that we've got this little bag underneath. Push your brush to the point where you can feel this this is gonna sound really gross. Push your brush to the point where you can feel your eyeball and its natural shape. And just where we put that light, that dark shade, we're gonna go in with a lighter shade. Go in as light as you can that looks natural, just to highlight that bit between the bag that you created. So now I'm gonna go in with some mascara just to open up the top lashes. Darling, Willow wouldn't be caught dead wearing fake lashes, but she would wear mascara. Now I do want to do my lower lashes as well, so I need to just fix underneath my eye a little bit. So let me go grab a Q-tip and show you what I'm going to do. So just to let you guys know, I've already done my right eye already. So what I did was basically go underneath my lashes where I have put mascara, and I kind of wiped away the dry residue that was lying on my skin. So I'm going to do the same on this eye now. And I really need to bring it in my mirror very closely just so I don't disturb the natural, not the natural, but where I have placed it on my lashes. I just want to get it off of my skin so it looks clean. And the reason I'm using this is because I want my eyes to look a bit bigger than what they look, and that just looks weird. Willow's eyes are huge, so I think I'm gonna go in with some blusher now. Well, I've gone in with some blusher already, but I feel like I want to go in with a bronzing brusher, a little shimmer from Beauty Bakery. I'm gonna go in with the Coffee and Cocoa palette, and I'm gonna go in with Vida Loca, La Vida Loca, and just pam, 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 pam. Like, look, you don't even really see how much I put on. I'm just lightly tapping that on because I don't want too much colour to be there. So I'm going to do my lips now, and for my lips I'm going to go in with the shade Funnel Cake from Beauty Bakery. It's from the Cake Pop Lippies set, and I'm just going in with a nudie colour because all of them are nudie. But I'm just going to go into the middles. And as you can see, I'm blending that into the foundation that I have on my lips. And then I'm going to go in with a pink lip gloss. Now this pink lip gloss is quite pigmented, so I'm just going to scrape off quite a bit of that and then go over the top. So I'm just going to do my nose a little bit more just before I put on my final outfit. So I'm going to go in with Deja Brew from the palette Cocoa, what's the palette called again? Coffee and Cocoa from Beauty Bakery. So I'm just going to tap in lightly, and I'm just going to highlight my tip and just a little underneath, just because I'm trying to emulate Miss Rosenberg's nose, or Alison. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna spritz my face finally for the last time. Oh, there's not much in here. So Homo sapiens and Marbites, that's how I got the Willow look, and I am really digging this hair color. Like, I feel like it really does go with my skin tone at the moment. So it's probably a hair color that I might do. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed me transforming myself into a modern day Willow. Like, it's kind of modern, it's kind of not at the same time, because I feel like Willow was wearing lots of stuff that clashed, but I liked her style. I loved her style, so therefore I probably would be wearing what she was wearing then now anyway. But yeah, I'm really digging this hair color on me, and I tried my best to make my eyes look as massive as possible, because she has got the most Disney-esque eyes ever that I've seen. Yeah. Oh, I'm loving the orange. Anyway, I'm gonna go now because I have got to go and sketch out my next look. I'm not going to even give away who I'm going to be. Like, I have a black wig, but I might do a gender mashup. Who knows? Anyway, ciao for now, Homo sapiens. Bye!
Oh, I need a hug.